Okay, let's jump right in. Choosing a warehouse floor scrubber, it can feel like a huge task, right? There are so many models, so many features. But what if I told you that we can make this whole decision super simple and clear? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do in the next 5 minutes. You know when you see that almost mirror-like gleam on the concrete? Yeah, that doesn't happen by accident. And I can promise you, it's not the result of some person with a mop and bucket. Nope, that's the work of a serious piece of industrial tech. And this is the part that really matters. A clean floor isn't just about looking good for visitors. It's about preventing dangerous slips and falls. It's about helping your team work more efficiently. And it's about protecting your products from all that dust and grime. The stakes? They're way higher than you'd think. So, here's our game plan. First, we're going to talk about why your floor is so important. Then, we'll meet the main players, the different kinds of scrubbers. After that, I'll give you a simple playbook to pick the right one. We'll even tackle that big question, should you buy or rent? And we'll finish up with some pro tips to help you avoid common mistakes. All right, first up, why your floor matters. And believe me, this goes so much deeper than just looking clean. So, what exactly is one of these machines? A floor scrubber is not just a giant powered mop. The magic is that it does two things at once. First, it uses powerful brushes and water to scrub away all that caked-on grime. And then, a vacuum system immediately sucks up all the dirty water. The result? A floor that's not just clean, but dry and ready to use in seconds. And the payoff is huge. First, you save a ton of time. We're talking about cleaning thousands of square feet in minutes, not hours. That time savings leads directly to cost savings on labor. You're also making your facility way safer by getting rid of slip hazards. And on top of all that, modern machines are designed to use less water and less detergent, which is a big win for the environment. Okay, now that we know why it's so important, let's meet the machines themselves. Think of this as a little matchmaking session to find the perfect scrubber for your warehouse. For the most part, you've got two main types. On one hand, you have walk-behind scrubbers. These are perfect for smaller, more crowded spaces. They're nimble, easier on the budget, and great for getting around obstacles. But when you have huge, wide-open spaces, that's when you call in the ride-on scrubber. They're way faster, more comfortable for the operator on long shifts, and just demolish massive floor areas. But it's not just about the size of the machine. It's also about the brushes doing the hard work. Cylindrical brushes are awesome because they actually sweep up small debris while they scrub. Think little wood chips or bits of plastic wrap. Disc brushes, on the other hand, are all about that polishing power. They apply even, consistent pressure, which is perfect for getting that high-gloss shine on smooth concrete or epoxy floors. And of course, we have to talk about the future, which is already here: robotic scrubbers. These are the ultimate set-it-and-forget-it solution. They map out the area and just go. You can have them clean overnight or during off hours, completely on their own. For any facility that runs 24/7, this is an absolute game changer. Okay, so you know the options. Now for part 3, your selection playbook. This is where we turn all that info into a clear, actionable plan for your specific needs. Honestly, it all boils down to these 4 simple steps. 1. Know your size. Don't guess, measure your square footage. 2. What kind of mess are you cleaning? Is it fine dust, oily residue, or bigger stuff? 3. What's your floor made of? Concrete, epoxy, tile? It matters. And 4. Your budget. But please, think long-term value, not just the price tag. Still not sure if the investment is worth it? Check out this number. A huge retailer brought in robotic scrubbers and cut their cleaning time by 60%. 60! That didn't just save the money on labor, it freed up their team to do other, more important jobs. It totally changed how they operate. And you don't need a massive warehouse to see the difference. Look at this. For a pretty small 5,000 square foot space, manual mopping took 3 hours. A walk-behind scrubber did the same job in 40 minutes. Just look at that chart. That's not a small improvement. It's a revolution for your daily workflow. All right, let's talk about the money. Section 4, buy or rent. This is a huge financial decision, so let's get into the logic. Look, the whole thing really comes down to how often you'll use it. If you just need a machine for a one-time deep clean or a short-term project, renting is a no-brainer. The upfront cost is low, and you don't have to worry about maintenance. But if cleaning is a regular, daily, or weekly task, Buying almost always works out better financially in the long run. It's an asset you own and control.
So where should you even start looking? Well, there are a few big names you should know. You've got Tennant, which is kind of known as the super durable workhorse. There's Nilfisk, which has a great reputation for reliability and eco-friendly tech. Kärcher brings that powerful European engineering. And then you have newer players like Aiolith, who are all about mixing heavy-duty performance with smart technology. The key is to find the brand whose philosophy matches your priorities.
Okay, we're on to our final section, and this one is super important. Pro tips and common pitfalls. Because, buying the right machine is just the first step. Getting it to last is the real challenge. Long-term success really comes down to simple, consistent habits. I'm talking about a 10-minute routine at the end of every single shift. Empty the tanks, rinse the brushes. Once a week, take a quick look at the squeegees and wheels. These tiny little things will prevent massive, expensive problems down the line.
And on the flip side, here are the big mistakes that will cost you. Number 1, skipping that daily maintenance. It's the fastest way to kill your machine. Number 2, using the wrong machine or brush for your floor type. You could damage both. But maybe the biggest mistake of all is underestimating your space and buying a machine that's just too small. You'll work it to death and still waste time. Ultimately, everything we've talked about comes back to this one simple idea. A clean warehouse is a more productive warehouse. It just is. And investing in the right cleaning tech isn't just an expense. It's a strategic move that can totally transform your entire operation.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. Take a look at your facility right now and ask yourself, is your warehouse floor an asset that helps you succeed? Or is it a liability that's holding you back? The right tool can make all the difference.